Folks, last 1,300, I am getting mine because at this point, we do not have another reorder issued for the company, meaning we don't know when this will be back. Well, he's back with a vengeance. Chad Allen, the mega media force. The legend continues. Chad, you and I are friends, and when I commented on your Facebook post, I really wasn't kidding. If you didn't save some of these for me, I really would have been upset. But I'm kind of glad I waited because I love the original size, which is completely sold out. But for me, bigger is better, I think, in everybody's world. And this was actually by special request, wasn't it?
It sure was. I mean, the customer reviews came in on the original size, the smaller version, and they just flooded us. I mean, it was just customer pick, 5-star review after 5-star review. And even though everyone was so sweet, thank you for writing a review, there was one consistent theme. Could you make it larger? Could you make it a larger weight capacity? Could you give us more EVA foam? And they said, IdeaWorks said, yes, 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 yes. So here it is. It comes to you completely flat like this. And then here's how you assemble it. Are you ready? It locks into place, and that's all you have to do. So then you're able to put it on the ground and elevate your knees onto the EVA foam. Because, Shannon, here's what we know. When we're cleaning the grout, painting the baseboards, washing the tires, but of course, gardening or planting, we're on our knees or we're on our behind at some point in the day, right? Well, with the garden kneeler, we're able to take our knees up off the ground. You see how I can fit my hand right underneath here? Because it's elevated, and this is EVA foam. Just like you hear us talk about in running shoes, because EVA foam absorbs the shock. So once my knees are here and I want to get up or even down, these oversized, generous handlebars are why everybody loves it. I'm not even exaggerating. These are the answer. Because look at her get down. She's able to hang on to something. And when you want to get back up, it's just as simple because you're no longer using your knees. You're not using your back or your hips and the joints. You're able to use your arm strength. We all have more arm strength than probably any other muscle in our body, right? But with the arm strength, you can get yourself up or even down extremely easily, cautiously, and efficiently.
Well, and in fact, it's funny because, and again, not to, people are, I know you're all tired of hearing about my back, my legs, the list, check every body part, right? But even my producer said, he said, now be careful. You know what? I have not a question in my mind, even with some of the back concerns I've been having. You can see, like Chad said, it's really stable. And to be perfectly honest with you, these are brick pavers. So they're kind of like an uneven texture or surface. So you can see, even with that uneven texture or surface, it's not wobbly, it's not wiggly, it's not jiggly. You feel very secure and stable, making it easy to get up. But then conversely, if you are using it as a seat, I just ordered mine, and I want to encourage you to get yours because these are the final quantities. At this point, HSN does not have another reorder in the hopper, so we don't know. I'm assuming, Chad, these will be the final quantities for the season at the very least.
You got it.
But when I said earlier, I am going to use this more inside my home than even in my backyard because even things like folding laundry, home repairs, bill paying, I mean, putting away the groceries, doing mise en place, it's
just putting your shoes on and off by the front door. I mean, this becomes your, I know it says seat, and you and I, we always have the same thoughts in our head about the graphics. Like, I know it says seat, it should say bench. Like, this thing is ginormous. Oh, and before I forget, it holds 400 pounds. And we're all used to buying things like this, the cheap foams that you can basically puncture, or even the knee pads that you have to strap on. None of those things have handlebars. With the item that you're seeing on your screen, you get the steel handlebars, the 2 layers of EVA foam, and then in between each of those layers of EVA foam is a solid piece, so you actually can't even puncture through it if you want to. But if you're somebody who has our original version, and you're asking yourself, all right, should I upgrade and give mine to my daughter or my sister? The answer is yes, because I want you to see something. Here it is side by side. This is the original version that we've presented it for years. You know how popular this is. Holds 250 pounds. And then by request, there is that extra large version. that holds 400 pounds. So if you're somebody who can, upgrade tonight, I would recommend it. But here's how it works, right? If you're just joining us, the oversized handlebars, you use your arm strength to get up off the ground, not your knees, not your hips, not your back, but on the same thing on the way down. Ready for this? If I can make it to this point, I have something to hold on to, which means I can slowly, gently, easily get down to the ground to clean the grout, to wash the baseboards, to paint, or even just garden or plant, of course. And then here is how you turn it from a kneeler into a garden bench. All you have to do is flip it around simply and easily, and you have the versatility of not only a bench, but a garden kneeler.
You do indeed, but well, you do for this show at the very least. You can see that we've sold almost 2,000. I think it's official. We've down to the last 1,000. Now, the only thing about that quantity left is it does not take into consideration the manner in which people are shopping. Now, if we do that, we're probably looking at the last 500. Now, that being said, you still get that 30-day return policy. Even though this is the final shipment or allocation for the season, it does not appear likely that we will see quantities being refreshed in our inventory. At least get it at home. And whether you're using it in tandem with our beautiful today's special that I know a lot of you are still calling on, or where you're someone like me and you plan actually on using it more inside your house, I say grab it and do it now. And it's almost like a little cuddle seat. Chad, I'm not putting any shame in anybody's game, but since it supports up to 400 pounds, say you're out and about with the grandkids, maybe even your significant other. I mean, there's enough room here where for busy moms, whether it's an outdoor concert or that little picnic or even glamping, you just want to take a little load off. This is certainly a lot more transportable than some of those little folding chairs.
It really is.
And beyond all that, you can hose it off. It doesn't matter outdoors, indoors, sand. I mean, whatever you got going on, comfortable, stable, secure, giving you a little extra room for the, cushy for the tushy, and only here for this show at a $12.32 flex pay. Chad, if people are not familiar with the garden kneeler, though, I mean, once more, it's completely sold out on hsn.com, had rave reviews, but that was one consistent in the reviews. People just wanted that little extra room, didn't they?
They sure did. And they're the ones who requested this. You guys out there who are watching, you wanted more EVA foam. You wanted bigger handlebars. You wanted a larger weight capacity. And IdeaWorks said, you got it. Check, check, check. Whatever you need, we'll make it for you. And they did. And so the other concern anybody has out there about storage, because I know we're all living in smaller spaces now more than ever, you're able to disengage the handlebars and unlock them so that they can completely fold down, which means when you're ready to, at the end of the day or the end of the project or the end of the season, when you want to fold it down and put it in the back of the SUV or put it behind a door under a bed, you can even take this to a sporting event. When you get to the sporting event and you're watching baseball or soccer or something outside, you lock the arms back into place. You put the arms straight down to the ground, and then you have yourself a little seat where you would have never have had a bench before. The campfire, the campground, all the places that you're going to figure out how to use this are going to blow my mind, because I've made a list a mile long of the suggestions you've written on my Instagram and Facebook page. But then when you're ready to go, when you're ready to leave that sporting event, literally, this is all you have to do is fold down the arms, throw it back in the SUV, and I have something in my hands, one hand, that holds 400 pounds of weight capacity in any direction. But
hey, Chad,
it was really meant for this.
I am so sorry. I have to interject, and that's not to be, brusque or rude, but I've known Chad long enough where I could be rude to him.
Yes, you have.
Yes, I have. You would give me permission, but it does not appear likely. I know you see that clock, and that's just a barometer of measurement of how much time we have left, but it does not appear likely that the quantities that we have remaining will make the duration of that clock. So my producer is, as they say in the biz, dropping the clock, because the quantities are dropping as we speak. I'm delighted that you're getting yours. I got mine. Do not hang up. We took your phone call or your method of ordering into consideration. Bravo, Chad Allen. We are not worthy.
Thank you, everybody.
We are not worthy.
Thanks for having me, and thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoy it.
You know we will. Chad, always a treat to have you here. Thank you for your help tonight. Thank you, Chad.